I am an African American woman.
There's something about women and hair.
You know this is your crown and glory. This is your real glory, your hair.
If you're gonna take us, you gotta take us all the way. You know, you gotta love every part of us.
The hair on our head is an organ. It has the ability to both receive and transmit energy because it is a form of crystal, if you will.
There's always been that correlation between hair and power.
God spoke and said that He numbered the hairs on your head, meaning that each part of you was so very significant.
It was not until the Industrial Revolution that we began to see ourselves or our hair as something that is not good.
Give us a chance to solve our own problems among ourselves on some land of our own, instead of continually trying to force us into white society, where the white society knows we're absolutely not wanted, and a white society which knows it will never accept its ex-slave on the same level with itself as something equal with itself.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel.
Our ancestors began to look around. There was none of the familiar things in terms of hair care products, so they got creative. To remove knots and tangled hair, we were forced to use old combs and forks from the master's house. To dry clean and deodorize their hair, they used chopped cornmeal, and they rubbed it through their hair and their scalp.
At the dawn of the 20th century, Madam C.J. Walker created the largest hair care business in the world. The needs of the new Negro to assimilate into a Eurocentric society were readily met. After a half-century of painful straightening procedures, George Johnson introduced a safe, permanent hair straightening process. And for the first time, it could be purchased in retail stores.
The concept of the beauty supply system was developed through Mr. Johnson's people. Mr. Johnson didn't have the opportunity to distribute his product through the major retailers, and so he developed his own system. Most of the systems that we actually are living with today.
Angela Davis stepped out there with the big afro, which I used to wear myself. Okay, we loved her hair. That took courage for a black woman to step out there with her natural hair when it was not popular, it was not in vogue. White people looked at you like, you must be a militant, you must be a Black Panther, you're gonna do something horrible up here in this place. And they didn't know how to deal with us. And all we wanted to be was our natural selves.
Cornrows, bantu knots,
beautiful twist,
Nubian knots, extensions, dreadlocks,
Weaves,
The graduating bob,
French rolls,
the mushroom,
jerry curls, jerry curls.
Well, that was a monster. They sprayed oil on the hair after they did the curl, which kept the hair kind of glued together so that it stayed curly and it looked good. The only problem was it messed your collar up. If you sat in somebody's sofa or chair and leaned back, you left your signature there. It just was messy.
I guess in the end, each generation produces new hairstyles, just like we produce new music, new political activism.
I love the way that black women are wearing their hair today.
We are all style.
We can have it like we want it. Nappy roots is nappy roots, but it can be straight as well, which is the beautiful thing about our hair.